Meanwhile, tonight there was another deadline, this one set by the White House. It's called for federal agencies to submit their plans for mass layoffs. In the last 3 hours, the Postal Service announced plans to fire 10,000 workers. Tonight, we have the team coverage you've come to expect with us here on WUSA 9 News at 11. Our Melissa Kim is at the Department of Education, where people are trying to save that agency. But first, I want to get to our Katie Lusso. She is talking with fired workers dealing with more confusion tonight. After a battle in court, some of them are being told they had their jobs back.
Tonight I spoke with 2 probationary federal workers. One has been reinstated, but the other remains in limbo. Both, however, are worried about what the future holds for all federal workers.
We were not laid off. We had no notice. There was no dignity in the goodbye. There was nothing. We were fired.
Nathan Barrera Bunch was a federal employee. He worked for the Department of Veterans Affairs for 10 months. On February 13th, he got an email from the VA
And said that I was fired for performance.
Something he says is clearly a lie.
I never had a performance evaluation.
Thursday morning, a judge ordered the Trump administration to reinstate thousands of probationary federal workers who were fired.
I've not been holding my breath.
I got to go and do research that directly impacts how we feed millions of healthy kids in this country.
Allison Lacko works remotely for the U.S. Department of Agriculture.
That was sort of what I thought was going to be my biggest challenge, and quickly came to find that, that was the least of my concerns.
Instead, after 10 months, she was terminated. Wednesday, she was reinstated as part of the 45-day stay issued by the Merit System Protection Board.
I'm back on the payroll.
But she's worried about the federal funding her job requires.
I'm not sure what is going to happen to the job. I'm not sure what that's going to turn into. It hasn't made the work any less important, but I'm not sure where that work ends up now.
As for Barrera Bunch, he says he'd love to have his job back, have an income and health care, but he's concerned about the impact this has had.
We're different people now. We've experienced this breaking of the social contract. And so what does that say to your workforce? Why would your employees then believe you?
Now, the Trump administration says they will appeal this ruling to reinstate thousands of federal workers. In Northwest D.C., I'm Katie Lasso, WUSA 9.